Welcome everyone, Bret Alexander here, and today we're going to show you the Platform Stereo Compressor Limiter from Electro Harmonix, which also has a separate drive section which you can add to the compression that's going on. And as far as ins and outs, we actually have stereo in and stereo out, so it's very versatile for multiple instruments. It doesn't have to be for a guitar. You can use it for bass. You can use it for all kinds of stuff, so keep that in mind. And what we have here is a first set. This is all for the compression. And this first three knobs are all for the drive. Then we also have a swell knob, which I'll show you a little bit later. Pretty standard, really good compression, which Electro Harmonix knows this stuff. They never put out anything bad, so you're going to love this. So what we have here is our deluxe reverb reissue. ES339, my dry signal. And the compressor. So we got our volume, attack, release, which is a nice feature. So you have your attack and your release, so you can set it pretty much fine-tune however you want. And then your actual sustain, which is just like it says, sustain, which it's got a lot of sustain on tap. And this is what the swell does. It actually compresses the signal. It almost acts like a automatic volume swell, but what it's doing is it's actually compressing the signal and then releasing it, so you actually get the wet signal at the end of the compression, like this. Pretty cool stuff. And it can get a lot bigger too. Now I'm going to kick on the drive section, which is a really good drive. And this is with the compressor and the drive on. Pretty typical tone knob. You got your highs, your lows. Somewhere over here you got your mids and your lows. And the actual drive itself. I'm going to turn that up just a little bit so you can get an idea of how much drive they have on tap here. Add that drive with a little bit more sustain. Kind of boost everything up just a little bit. You can get some crazy, crazy lead things going on here. Pretty darn cool. Add that to any of your lead tones and it sounds fantastic. So we're going to turn the swell on now since we got the drive on. Get it up kind of high here and you get some really cool stuff out of it. Pretty cool. Very, very, very versatile. I can't say that enough. You can get a lot of stuff going on with this thing. And the drive section only works when the compressor is actually on. So it's not actual a separate drive. It works with the compressor. But man, with all that options there, you got some really cool stuff. A great drive section, great compressor, and it also has, on the top here, you actually have a limiter switch, which if you're familiar with limiters, you can bang away when that limiter is on and it keeps it limited pretty much. It raises that roof right where you want it, so you can just bang the heck out of whatever notes you're doing without it getting too far away from you. For example, we get this going here, and this is what our sound sounds like this. Put the limiter on. Does a great job of keeping it right in your pocket. And then over here we have the knee switch, which is basically takes away a little of the harshness of when the compressor actually kicks in for your signal. So that will actually soften it a little bit, which is kind of hard to relate to the recording itself, but live and with other pedals you can definitely get the idea. So there you have it, the platform from Electro-Harmonix. Compressor, limiter, swell, and drive with stereo ins and outs, all in one pedal. Takes up not a whole lot of space, about a space and a half of a regular pedal, but man, it's got a lot going on there. Head on down to Mantova's 2 Street Music. They got everything from Electro-Harmonix down there. If they don't have it, they can get you it. This is Bret Alexander. We'll see you next time.